You raised $5 million in a world where investors are drowning in AI pitches. So how do you stand out as a real thing?
In the age of AI, it's not enough to show the product, because investors can't really tell if it was built overnight, over the weekend, and it's just a prototype, or is it a real thing that was done over the course of like 6 months and really does the job. They're not asking for a bold vision. They're asking for the growth trajectory and signs that you will be in the 100 million club in under 36 months.
AI that replaces your team or AI that makes your team unstoppable?
AI that replaces your team.
Scale fast and break things, or scale slow and get it right?
Scale fast.
Big dreams don't come quietly.
They demand risk.
They demand fire. They demand transformation. Welcome to The Corporate Life, Billion-Dollar Conversations. Hosted by Hina Siddiqui, CEO and founder of Corporate Influence Media, creator of Capital Stage Credibility Positioning, 4-time Global Award winner, featured across more than 700 global outlets, and heard in 94 countries. Join us as we sit with tech CEOs, multi-million-dollar entrepreneurs, and leading investors, the people building what's next. Here, success isn't a headline. It's a human story. The turning points, reinventions, failures, breakthroughs, and bold decisions that change everything. Because every life is a movie, and you're the star of yours.
People see AI as a tool. Seva Ustinov built a company where AI is the team. He spent over 2 decades in performance marketing, watching the same problems repeat themselves across every organization he touched. Fragmented dashboards, manual reporting, brilliant people doing work that machines should be doing. And instead of complaining about it, he built the solution. Plurial, an AI agent platform that does not just automate the work, it thinks, decides, and executes, replacing the operational chaos that was quietly stealing time, money, and human potential from marketing teams around the world. But building real AI in a world full of AI pretenders is a different kind of challenge. Raising nearly $5 million dollars when every investor has already seen 100 AI pitches that weekend, transforming their own company from the inside, onboarding that used to take 6 weeks, done in 2 days, knowledge that used to live in people's heads, now living in the system. This is not a story about technology. It's a story about a founder who saw the future clearly enough and had the conviction to build it before anyone else believed it was possible. This is Seva Ustinov, and this is his movie. Siva, entrepreneurship is not an easy journey. It's a lot of risk involved. It's a lot of roller coaster, kind of ride. I'm just curious, what is your story?
So actually, I was a developer first back in high school and in college. I won National Olympiad, went to United States for the first time, took the second place there, got into the university without exams because of all of that. And I cannot even remember myself before I was an entrepreneur. It was always about like building something, playing with something. And the first business was like just a tiny marketing agency, just me and my friends, building like websites, doing SEO and stuff like that. And a few years later, I found myself managing like a 20-person team. And a few years later, I found myself managing like a 80-person team. And then it transformed into the marketing data platform as a spin-off of the agency. And then it transformed into Plurial, the AI agents for performance marketing. So it was kind of logical, smooth journey, but I cannot say where it actually started. For me, that was my whole life.
You were always an entrepreneur. Like entrepreneurship is a mindset, I would say. It's like if you are meant for entrepreneurship, you would never be satisfied or fulfilled while working for somebody else, like doing a job or a corporate job or something like that. What do you think?
I actually like spent a couple of years working for somebody else, and I don't see like any problem with that. It's just, for me, it's more about doing fun stuff and useful stuff and something real, like real. The definition is changes over time. At some point, it's like a small task, small project. then a team, then a company, then thing that might change an industry.
Yeah.
But like you can do it like wherever you want, with your own company, within the separate, within someone else's. It's more of a approach to a life. Like if I'm doing something, I want to make it good.
Yeah, yeah. So that is like the attitude of excellence, like whatever you are doing, you would like to be excellent in that, like you would like to be.
Yeah, and competitive.
Yeah, yeah. So that's very interesting because I believe that entrepreneurship is always about doing your best. Like even if you're working for somebody else, but still you know that you have that each somewhere that I want to build something, I want to do something, I want to So this is interesting that you're talking about your story, and I'm just wondering now what shaped how you think, build, and take risks because entrepreneurship is all about taking risks all the time, isn't it?
I think at first it were games. Like I was playing RPG games, like developing characters, improving them over time, acquiring skills and so on. And like that directly transitioned in how I approach like doing projects, building companies. Like, okay, I need to understand like how do we do go to market? How to figure out sales? How to
Yes.
build a long-term strategy? Those are skills. Those can be done better and better over time. Second, again, from games, it's I don't know, like, do you know the game Railroad Tycoon? It's an economic strategy game that is literally built around a P&L. Like every game year, you see a P&L with incomes, expenses, operating costs, loans, and you build those tiny buses and railways and everything. I played it like for a few years. So like when I saw a real P&L of my company, that was not a surprise to me. But then most of the development was shaped by other entrepreneurs, the entrepreneurial community, talking to others like, how do they think? How do they build their companies? How do they solve problems? And over time, that became more and more important.
Yeah. So how did this company came to life? Like how this company came to life, the real version, not the pitch deck version.
The real version. At some point, I felt that like the marketing data platform we were building is felt like boring
Yeah.
and
Okay.
less relevant for the market. And also like there was like this AI wave coming at the
Yeah.
time, like nobody knew like how exactly that would play out, but it felt like something really, really exciting. So me and my co-founder, we just decided that we need to change something. And then that something turned into vision over,
Yeah.
it took like 6-8 weeks to figure it out, and then that vision turned into the MVP, and then that turned into like first paying customers, and then rebranding and relaunch, and now we're here.
Yeah. Yeah. So there was obviously there's never a straight line like from point A to point B. There's always like kind of, ups and downs and lows and highs. So how was the journey like?
Wow, it was a little bit roller coaster, like especially that period where we already knew that we're onto something. Like to give you a better sense of what it is, we've been performance marketers ourselves for like basically the whole life. We saw our data platform customers looking at dashboards for
Yeah.
hours a day and changing something inside Google Ads, Meta Ads, TikTok Ads.
Yeah.
And we knew like that's not how things are supposed to be done.
Yeah.
But like you need to, in order to convince people, you need to like show like this is the future, not the distant future. This is today's future. Like you can literally try it. This is how you can do work today. Like you don't have to do that all by yourself. You just send agents and they do that for you. It still sounds a little bit futuristic. Okay, with Cloud Code, everybody have a sense of that. But when you can apply it to your daily work and daily life and like feel those superpowers and feel like when this AI system like actually does more than you expected. Like that's the kind of feeling that motivates like me internally, and
That's
I say
inspiring and that's
others.
exciting as well.
So it's like the most like tough period was we made this bet to rebuild the company from scratch. Like it's
Yes.
okay, it's the same ICP, same customers, but completely new product, new system, new platform, new everything. And I had to hire a team, like a new separate development team before we transitioned everyone there. We had to find first customers. Like that period of required like faith. And there's a story about investors. Like I'll tell it a little bit
Of
later.
course, we'll talk about
Yeah.
it. I have a few questions for you around that too.
hmm
Yeah.
But once we launched, like that was great. Like we saw like this chart every startup founder is looking for, like it's flat, 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 flat. And whoop.
Yeah, I love that. So, Seva, AI transformed your own organization from inside. So, onboarding from 6 weeks to 2 days, that's pretty fast, right? So, how was that process, and how does that feel like to be working in that environment?
The thing that enabled that transformation is what we call shared workspace. Others can call it like a second brain of the company. It's basically we made everyone in the company has access to the same knowledge base, same code base, all transcripts of all calls, internal calls and customer calls, all tasks and comments from the project management system, all chat conversations with customers, and now and all like skills tools that other team members built. Maybe they built them for themselves, but they made it accessible to everyone else. And now, like whenever somebody has a question, okay, like which customers actually were interested in LTV predictions module, for like, instead of going to Slack and asking someone, instead of setting up a call with customer success team that knows their customers and like they can answer the question. Instead of all of that, you just send your agent to this second brain, and that it gets back to you with the perfect answer. So that's one thing. The second thing is, okay, I'm doing my job in every role: sales, marketing, integrations, development, product management, any role. I do my own work, and I do it with agents, and I save something as skills just like naturally. I just want to improve my work, do it faster, make it easier for me. But those same skill, they become accessible to everyone on the team and all other teams. So like that knowledge that used to be inside people's heads now is like
In the systems.
organically moves to systems, and everybody benefits from that. And then
Yeah.
the last step, and that's like less obvious one. At first, the like value chain process, where value creation chain is an old one. Like one person sets a task to another person that sets a subtask to a third person, like a developer or someone, and it's like people talking to each other about tasks, like project management and timelines and everything. Yes, they use AI to speed up separate tasks, but like the work didn't change really. And
Okay.
fast forward to a new version where a new client comes in and somebody on the team asks an agent like, hey, do the onboarding stuff end to end. Like it's a huge workflow. Like the first version was just 3 lines of instructions with 100 links to separate tasks that were created before. So now the agent does the onboarding flow, and people just guide it, help it, overview it, and provide like oversight and guidance, and improve it over time on new and new edge cases. So now instead of waiting for people to like set tasks to each other and do that async for multiple days or multiple weeks, like the 90% of work can be done in just 1 or 2 days. You still
Yeah,
have that long tail of data problems,
that's amazing.
to figure it out. But like the compression from weeks to 1 or 2 days, like that's
Yeah,
what
that's
like
more
real
of like,
transformation looks like.
it's
Yeah.
very efficient. It's a very productive environment you have created by creating those agents that your onboarding time has drastically reduced.
And like to be clear, this is extremely simple thing. It's just
Okay.
like single text file with instructions to an agent, similar to how your instruction manual for employees could look like.
Yeah.
It's just like a small, tiny switch in the mindset. Like, okay, now I delegate the work to agents, and my team helps it work over time and improve it over time. That's it. Everything else will happen organically over time when it will become like better and better and better and better.
And this is interesting. This is amazing. And I really appreciate the kind of like the reduction that happens with the AI agent. And AI actually is solving a lot of problems for us humans. But if I mean, just on the top of that, the problem is that you need a lot of money, you need a lot of funding when you are working in this kind of scenario, because of course you need a kind of resources and systems and everything. So you raised $5 million in a world where investors are drowning in AI pitches. So how do you stand out as a real thing?
Okay, there were like things that helped and things that didn't help at all. What helped is that we had like a pretty good track record with previous businesses and previous projects. Like one marketing agency scaled to 15 million per year in revenue. Data platform, okay, it didn't become like a huge thing, but still we pulled it off to some meaningful numbers in revenue.
Yeah.
And then like we literally showed how our new product, how agents actually work.
Mm-hmm.
That helped. On the other side, turns out in the age of AI, it's not enough to show the product, because investors can't really tell if it was built overnight over the weekend and it's just a prototype, or is it a real thing that was done over the course of like 6 months and really does the job. So I'm truly grateful to our investors that believed in us and our vision, but they first wanted to see first paying customers that were willing to bet like their time and money on this new product, which makes sense. And it's like for everyone, it's just a new reality. Like traction is everything. You need paying customers, happy customers, usage grows first, then it will become easier to raise money. DEX, prototypes, MVPs is not enough anymore.
Yeah, exactly. And with lots and lots of AI pitches where everybody is building some AI product. And there are lots of pitches to the investors, like, they are drowning, literally being drowned in the pitches. So yes, this is very important that only product is not enough. It's the founder who has the growth mindset, who they see that he's capable of growing the company or scaling the company to the extent where they want to see, they see the right kind of ROI from their money. So this is interesting. And a lot of people don't understand that. And they would, I meet a lot of people like AI founders in different strategy calls. And I see that a lot of people are actually depending on the product alone, which is not just enough. It's just that how you will make it a serious business, how you will improve the numbers, how you will get your first few clients, and then, scale up from there.
I mean, for us, it was relatively easy because we were in this space for basically the whole professional life. Like when we started the data platform, we got first customers first and then decided to make it a separate company. But that was only possible because we were working with the same customers for many years before. With AI agents, we actually made that like leap of faith before we had first customers, because we were in the space for many years and we knew what will be valuable and how to build it. But once the product was real and working, it actually just took maybe a dozen of calls with potential customers. Some of them were existing customers of the data platform. Some of them were new customers from the market, but they knew us for a long time. And it was just enough to show hey, this is how the future looks like. Do you want to try it out? Okay, it's just the first version. We will have to work on this together, but it's actually working and it can be helpful today. And that was enough to get first few, we call them design partners, first customers that help shape the product while solving their direct pains.
Correct. That's very true.
I think design partners is the way to go for it's becoming a default version how you build B2B AI agents.
Yeah. And you have been in that journey of raising funding. So, what do you think? What most AI founders don't understand about raising money right now?
A year or two ago, raising money for an AI startup was more about the vision. I see how this industry will change. I am building a product. I have something to show, but it's all about the future. And then over the last year or two, we saw dozens of AI startups growing like nothing else before, both on the PLG side, Lovable, Higgsfield, Cursor, and others. And they're actually in a competition who gets the 100 million in ARR in less number of months since launch. And actually both on the sales-led AI startups as well, like Harvey, Sierra, Decagon, and a few more, at least 15 sales-led AI companies got to 100 million in ARR in less than 36 months. So now when investors talk to AI startup founders, they're not asking for a bold vision. They're asking for the growth trajectory and signs that you will be in the 100 million club in under 36 months.
And you would not quit.
Not quit and grow really fast. It's for investors, it's not about hype or future anymore. It's about, okay, this is possible. This is how the AI companies should grow. We're looking for those who really grow like that. That's it. Nothing else will help.
Yeah, and you have learned from studying the world's fastest growing AI companies. So tell us about that. What did you learn that you would like to share with us today?
Oh, yeah. When we first launched Plurial, it was the public launch was actually 3 months ago, 12 weeks ago, something like that. And I saw the feedback. Okay, we're definitely doing something right. The ad spend under management is growing. The revenue is growing. We're onboarding more and more customers. But we definitely found something. But what's next? What's the playbook how to grow to 100 million in ARR for a sales-led AI company? So I spent, and that was genuine question just for myself to inform my strategy on my startup. So I've made one deep research, then another one, and actually spent 40 hours of my own time and 100 something hours of agents running. So we analyzed 17 companies that grew to 100 million in a short time frame. All of their key peoples, founders, executives, GTM team, all of their content, podcasts, interviews, press releases, presentations, anything that's available publicly. And there are I think there are over 1,000 of different documents. And from that data set, I mean, me and my agents, we rebuilt the analysis, like how each individual company managed to grow at that rate, and then extract like growth laws, 6 growth laws and 6 sales laws on how to make that growth possible and how exactly each law applies to each company. So like it's all of them start with some very simple, powerful use case that prints money to customers while being easy to implement and to start with. And this is how they get in the door.
Simplicity.
Once simplicity, yeah. Once
Yes.
they, but it's not like there are some like special nuances there. It should be really valuable thing, not just simple. It was not that possible before with just software. Software is the thing that supports processes. It doesn't generate value on its own usually. With AI, it's possible to actually like take responsibility for some of the workflows, almost like an outsource company. Like for lawyers, it's like preparation for their cases, meetings, or something like that. For health clinicians, it's like doing all the admin work. It could be automated, like 90% of that. For tech support, it's even easier. Just close tickets with high satisfaction rate, and that's it. For us, it's automating media spend optimization. Like stop doing things manually, just let agents and automation do that work. And once customers see value, they will organically like say, okay, we want more of this. We want to cover other use cases. We want to have more workflows. If it generates revenue, it will be even faster. If it saves a meaningful amount of time and money and like management overhead, that's easy as well. And everything else cascades from there. It actually like makes sense to hire people from the industry instead of sales experts, because they will just talk to each other and show like, okay, like I've been doing your work for 10 years. This is the new way how to do this work. Like give it a try. That's the whole pitch.
Yeah.
And the last thing is pricing. For the first time in history, like digital solution can actually like fully take on full workflows and real outcomes. Like tickets are closed. Preparation for a lawyer, it's done with high quality bar. Like performance marketing budgets are optimized, and you see an uptick in metrics. Like once that happened, you can price it against the value, not as some support tool for $20 per seat.
Yes.
And that changes a lot for companies and startups as well. Like you can literally build 100 million company in 3 years because of how much value you generate and how much people are willing to pay for that value.
Yeah, so I would like to add here that when you start asking yourself the better question, like as you said, how do you make yourself like, how do I make my company $100 million company in a year or maybe 2 years or whatever goal or target you give to yourself? That is a better question. But when people are, they meet the unfortunate things happening or some tough challenges happening and all that. So instead of asking like, why is it happening? Or, just come up with the right questions, because when you have the right questions, you will actually end up giving the better answers.
Oh, I agree. Yeah, like it's
Yeah.
all about your focus. Kind of both, like identifying what's the current biggest problem and real bottleneck, and solving that first, while keeping the vision, like what are we building, where we're going. So your daily decisions actually like help you move in the right direction.
Yeah, exactly.
Get ready for the ultimate challenge, this or that. Choose fast, trust your instincts, and let's go.
So now I would like to make things a little bit lighter and would like to play a game with you. It's called This or That. And I play this game with every guest on this show. I will give you two choices. You just need to pick one instinctively, just on, just intuition or just the exact specific answer. No answer is right or wrong. You just pick one. So are you ready?
Ready.
$5 million raised or the product that earned it. Which one proved more?
Product, of course.
AI that replaces your team or AI that makes your team unstoppable?
AI that replaces your team.
6 weeks of onboarding or 2 days? Which one taught you more about your own company?
2 days.
Build in public or build in stealth?
In public.
Knowledge that lives in people or knowledge that lives in the system?
System.
Scale fast and break things or scale slow and get it right?
Scale fast.
Founder who builds one great company or founder he keeps building forever?
Forever.
The version of you before AI agents or after?
Oh, definitely after.
Yeah. A team of 100 humans or a team of 10 humans and 90 AI agents?
10 humans.
Yeah, of course. The pitch that almost did not happen or the one you were most prepared for?
First one. Pitch fast.
The pitch that almost did not happen. Okay. Great. Well played. You were very quick. I liked it.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, it was fun, right? So, Seva, we believe on this podcast that every life is a movie and you are the star of yours. And of course, your life is a movie and you have actually made it so successfully so far. What is the title of your movie?
I'd say I would call it like the rebuild. It's like evolution, like build first company and then another version of that company and then a new company like the data platform and then another one. And it actually like every iteration is different, but follows like the same trajectory. And like every new version is built on what's been done before that. So it's not like the life is a like one-time burst or something. It's you build and then rebuild and then rebuild.
Yeah, I love that. I really love that. So, and for those who would like to follow the rest of your movie, how can they do that?
So I'm active. So first of all, the startup, we have a website, Plurial.ai. So you can learn everything about our agents there. And me personally, I'm active on LinkedIn, Seva Ustinov, just type it there. And now on X, just started building it again, Seva Ustinov. Just search it on X and you'll find it.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Thank you for sharing your story with us. Thank you for making time to be on the show today.
Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure.
This is The Corporate Life. More stories, more insight, more truth. Until the next episode, stay curious. Don't forget to subscribe.